This report that we are releasing today is the first of its kind to draw attention to the fact that two citizens may both live in the same state. However, they may have vastly different voting experiences based on which county they reside in. What we found in Arizona is that the counties with the worst election performance were Yuma, Coconino, and Pinal. Maricopa County also deserves a mention for the high rate of provisional ballots cast and the high rate of absentee ballots rejected.
A way to reduce the significant number of early ballots that are being dropped off and then having to be counted after the election, which creates additional work for our underfunded election offices, is to allow an individual with an early ballot in hand to show up at their polling location, provide acceptable ID, and then take the ballot out of their envelope and actually run it through the voting machine. And that is going to reduce the number of early ballots being counted by tens of thousands, if not over 100,000.
In terms of theoretical explanations for why the Yuma, Coconino, and Pinal performed so poorly, I can only guess, but I'm sure it's a combination of factors with large numbers of recent immigrants in southern Arizona and transient populations, rural populations, Native American populations, students in Coconino, and in Pinal saw explosive growth from out of state with folks maybe not acclimated and really settled here to where they're registering and participating in elections. So, there may be a variety of explanations for why they performed so poorly. But what really stuck out at me from this report were the large number of provisional ballots cast in Maricopa County. The rate, according to the report, was 37% of the ballots cast on election day were provisionals, and that's 76% higher than the state average. What election officials can still do and have the ability to do is prevent these provisionals by better training their election workers to direct people to the right polling places if they're in the wrong